Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Living the Life Show. I am your host, Columbus Cody, and today let's talk about mastering Heaven's Playbook. This right here, Heaven's Playbook. Now, this show was inspired by the NFL. I've been watching a lot of football. We're about 2 weeks into the season. I love to watch the NFL. Not a huge college fan, but I'm learning to like the college ranks as well. But I love the NFL, and I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. Yeah, you can boo me if you want, but I have to just keep it real. All right. Now, as I'm watching the NFL, I notice that some players are very, very good at what they do. And then some of them are great at what they do. The great ones have mastered their playbook. They know that playbook. They know what they're supposed to do. They know what other people are supposed to do. The funny thing about believers as Christians, we don't want people to hold us accountable for knowing the playbook. Don't judge me. That's what we say. But you should be grateful if you have a brother or sister that sees potential in you, that knows how great you can be as a Christian, if only you knew your playbook. See, when Jesus died for you, he died for me. He then put you on his team. And when you join Team Jesus, he hands you a playbook. Now, here's the awesome thing. You don't have to know this playbook by yourself. You don't have to learn it by yourself. He gives you a head coach, a tutor, someone to guide you and show you the ropes. The Holy Spirit is there to show you how to operate in this playbook, how the plays work, how to run the plays, the positions that you should be in for every situation in life. It's in the playbook. It's in the playbook. There's no excuse for us being beaten by the devil. There's no excuse for us giving in to temptation. There's no excuse. Now, God does understand. God is compassionate and patient with us, but he expects you to learn the playbook. How do we say we love being on this team? How do we say we love being a Christian and we love God, but we won't take the time to learn the playbook? The reason why we're not successful oftentimes in life is because we don't know what's in here. We don't realize what we're capable of. We're getting beat in life on plays of life that should be easily beaten. But because we don't know what this word has to say, we don't know what this Bible has to say about the situation we're in because we won't read it. We're being beaten when we should be successful. In Jeremiah 29:11, God tells us he has a plan for us. And it's a plan to give us a hope and to give us a future and to allow us to be great men and great women. When Jesus died, he gave us the power to become great. He gave us a playbook that we must learn to love and to read. Learn to love, to read, to study. The great players in the NFL, they know their playbook. They know it so well that they know where they should be and they know where the other players should be. And when you learn your playbook well, no matter what your opponent throws at you, you know how to combat it. The Lord will show you how to call an audible when the devil switches things up on you. An audible is something when you call out a play has been called, but then when you step to the line to run the play, you notice a weakness in the defense and you switch what you're going to do. You can't do that if you don't know the basic plays. You got to learn the basic plays. What are some of the basic plays? The basic plays are these. God expects you to live above sin. God expects you to live a holy and prosperous life. When I say prosperous, I don't mean money. I mean a whole, full life. You know why he expects you to do that? Because he died so you can. He died so that you can be successful. He died so I can be successful. So if we're not being successful, it's because we don't know the plays. We don't know the plays. How are you going to run the play and you don't know it? And we've been calling our own plays. Just take a real, true assessment of your life. How far has that gotten you? Calling your own plays. How far has it gotten you? Have you been successful? Maybe you have gotten one or two plays to work in life, but overall, if you were to be honest with yourself, you leading yourself, you calling your own plays, how far has that gotten you? That's what I thought. Not very far. So now how do you beat that? How do you combat that? Get in your playbook. Find out what the playbook has to say. what to do in certain situations, what to do in certain things are thrown at you. It's in the playbook. Everything you need to know is in here. The great ones study this. The good ones study a little bit and they try to go off of natural talent. The devil will eat your natural talent alive. So you got to take your talent and then put it into the playbook. Find out where you fit in and where you should be going. And when you do that, you will be able to fall in line with the game plan. I have a plan for you, God says. Plans to prosper you. Plans to give you a future, give you hope. That's the plan God has for you. But you don't know it. You don't know how to run it because you won't read it. And if you open up this word, I promise you the words will come alive in your life. They will come alive. They will come off the pages into your heart and change who you are. And it will change you for the better. You'll be the best Christian man or woman you can be. And that will allow you to defeat your opponent. All I'm saying is this. If you want to master the playbook, you got to first open the playbook. And once you open the playbook, you need to absorb everything from the playbook that you can. And when you start to use what you've read, use what you've studied, you're going to find out that you're more successful than you've ever been. And when I say successful, I'm not talking about the world's success. I'm talking about you living above reproach. You living above sin. You living on a standard that makes God proud, that makes God happy. You can do it. I can do it. We can do it. And the reason why we can is because Jesus Christ died so that you have the power to beat your enemy. So here's the question. You got a playbook? Will you read it? Will you study it? Will you obey it? Will you execute the plays? If you do, I promise you'll be successful. God bless you. Thank you so much for watching the show today. I pray that if you have a question, comment, statement, if you just want to reach out to me, feel free to shoot me an email at gottoliveright@gmail.com. That's gottoliveright@gmail.com. 3 things I'd like for you to do. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, and whatever you do, get in your playbook. God bless you. Until we meet again, take care.